Here, the Prime Minister is warning against complacency on terrorism. Julia Gillard says losing its figurehead does not mean Al-Qaeda is out of business. The bin Laden death has disrupted her preparations for next week's budget, but the Prime Minister is pressing ahead with a flurry of announcements. Today, it's extra money for students with special needs at school. From Canberra, Simon Cullen reports.
One battle may be over, but the war certainly isn't.
Its leader being executed has clearly hurt Al-Qaeda, but it has not killed Al-Qaeda. This is a resilient terrorist network.
Despite bin Laden's death, the Prime Minister says Australian troops still have important work to do.
What this means is we've got to stay the course in Afghanistan. We are there to prevent Afghanistan once again becoming a safe haven for terrorists. We've got to see that mission through.
On that, there's bipartisan support. But both political leaders are keeping a wary eye on the domestic battle.
He's gone off his rocker, shouted one of the fathers.
And that's set to intensify as Budget Day draws closer.
Yep, big challenge on our hands. I'm up for it. I'm going to get stuck into it.
The Prime Minister's rolling out extra spending, $200 million to support students with disabilities.
We are investing it in a tight budget because we recognise that there's nothing more important to the nation's future than what's happening in schools today.
The budget presents the government with a circuit breaker and an opportunity to refocus the national debate on its preferred themes of education and jobs. It needs it more than ever. The latest opinion poll shows Labor's still in dangerous territory, with a primary vote scraping at just 33%. Tony Abbott's determined to keep it there.
I look at the field evidence rather than the polls, and the field evidence is that right around Australia, workers are more and more concerned about the impact of the carbon tax.
You might be fixated on numbers in polls today, but the numbers I'm fixated on are numbers like an unemployment rate of 4.5% and 500,000 new jobs.
And with that, he's locked himself away at Treasury to fine-tune the numbers. Simon Cullen, ABC News, Canberra.